Coming up right now, it's a valuable ring, well, somewhere around the ocean.
Also coming up, a royal Dubai divorce plays out on the IG.
And then later on, pilots are saying everybody wants one, but they're not window seats.
Ooh, Daily Flash starts right now.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
Mitch English here. We're welcoming you to an hour packed with Daily Flash goodness. You're going to love it, so stick around. We'll also be checking in with Matt Doolittle, who's got his takes and what's ever going on in the world.
Andrea, I got to ask you something. Yeah. I texted you about this a couple weeks ago. Why is it I can't go to Costco and leave for under $300? I think it was $2.99 was the bill I sent you the other day. And I was like, we made it by pennies.
I know, it's true.
We went in for one thing and it was $300. Somehow it was $300 on the way.
It's the Costco 300. It used to be the Costco 200, and of course, with inflation, it's gone up to 300.
True.
Yeah.
It's every time we go there, I'm like, well, this is going to be $300.
It's smart when they call it like a members club because you feel like you have to go. If you are a member of something, you have to go do it. I mean, it's smart. The psychology behind it. So, and then if you're going there just for the hot dogs, which have always stayed the same price, right?
Yeah, they're terrific. Yeah.
I can't eat hot dogs.
Yeah,
I don't think I can go there.
But the other way they get you at Costco is that they put stuff out there, and you're like, oh, that looks interesting, and then you think about it, and you go back, and it's gone. Yeah. So they force you to impulse buy. They really do.
That price looks better.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I better get that now because if I don't, it's gone. I might never see it again. And then where will I buy it?
Yeah.
It's that urgency. Got to make sure you have that.
Do you believe that we're becoming a nation full of bored individuals? Are you guys bored
I think
in general?
I mean, I still like blowing stuff up every once in a while, but
Well,
I think it's a lot of it because we're just like, this is where we get all of our entertainment.
Yes. The problem with these, and they're pointing specifically to TikTok and YouTube, are these short videos, which are taking our attention and turning it into 30 seconds. You have my attention. If you can't get it, I'm moving on.
I'm 100%.
And have you heard the phrase zombie scrolling? You're just scrolling, you get caught in, and YouTube videos play one after the other. Same with TikTok, So we're creating this whole boredom culture.
Which makes a lot of sense when you don't have a variety and you think, oh, well, this is where it's all going to be, and you're doing the exact same thing. You are eventually going to get bored of it, and there's a whole world out there people are forgotten about.
Yeah.
So you got to keep that in mind. All right, check out how the woman's big yes actually turned into a big oh no. Check it out. Within seconds of becoming a fiancé during a beautiful beachside proposal, a butterfingered bride-to-be lost her brand new diamond ring in the sea. The fitness influencer known as Beast Barbie accepted her sweetheart's ring. Seconds after saying yes, the pair ran into the ocean for a splashy celebration because it's on camera. However, the woman's heart nearly sank when the ring suddenly disappeared into the ocean. Apparently, he didn't get the right ring size. The husband's story ends with the husband-to-be as the hero. He was able to actually reclaim the lost engagement ring from the sea. So good job for him. That's difficult to do, though, I can imagine. Right?
Yes. Here's another reason why some of these things end up going south is because we plan to make a huge production out of it. Instead of just enjoying the moment, having a nice engagement, sharing it between the two of you, we've got to have it all caught on video.
Everything has to be that way. And I want to know, I mean, that's pretty difficult to find a ring in the ocean. So I'm up in the air if I want to buy this whole story if it was real. I mean, because now we're talking about it. Otherwise, we wouldn't.
Okay, yes. Did you see that story about the guy who proposed to his girlfriend recently? I think it was at a baseball game, and then some lady poured nachos on top of him, and she said no. I'm like, this is all a setup.
100%. Yeah. First, if you're going to know you're on camera, 100%. It's always a setup.
And then you see the girl walking down the stairs with the big plate of nachos, and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, really? Come on.
We know it's not real. And that's the whole thing. And that's where we're at, is that before I see something, I go, I want to make sure this is real.
Exactly.
AI, and that's where we're at. That's the world we live in.
Well, the daughter of Dubai's ruler has shocked the Arab world by announcing her divorce on social media. 30-year-old Sheikha is the daughter of the Prime Minister of the UAE, and she recently announced on Instagram that she's leaving her husband. Her post uses a controversial Muslim tactic where a man can instantly divorce his wife by declaring it 3 times. The practice is known as the triple repudiation and is still practiced in traditional circles. Many thought her account might have been hacked, but the post remains active to this day. She married her husband last year, and the couple welcomed a daughter just 3 months ago. Is this like saying Beetlejuice?
Yeah, it's a divorce, and it's done.
Beetlejuice.
I think it's awesome. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay, tell me why.
I've said this, I don't know how long. I've said it for years.
I know what you're going to say.
It should be very, 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 very expensive to get married.
Yes.
And very, 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 very cheap to get divorced.
Yes.
Because you won't find as many people getting married.
Yes.
Because you have to go through classes, and you got to do all this stuff. And divorce is not a pretty thing to go through whatsoever. And just saying it 3 times is actually awesome. That's pretty cool. It reminds me of Michael Scott when he declared on The Office, when he declared bankruptcy. I declare bankruptcy.
Did he really?
It doesn't work that way. But divorce, saying it 3 times.
3 times? And then
I
you're
think
done?
we need to bring that over here.
A lot of lawyers fighting that over here, though.
Oh, yeah. Lawyers would be out of a job.
Is this going to be the new trend, though? Everyone's announcing their divorce on social media?
Well, yeah, because first off, I've been divorced. So no matter where you are in a relationship, you're like, I'm going to have to divide friends. I'm going to lose friends or whatever. So if I can gain friends, on my side first, and I'm speaking honest here, if I can get more people on my side first, then you're going to definitely want to do that. So I can see it, more and more. This is going to happen more and more.
Right, because when you do break up or you do get divorced, the friend group ends up splitting because they have to choose a side.
Yeah, and it really stinks sometimes. And after a while, then it kind of seeps its way.
Things sort of settle down, yeah.
All right, a lot of secret hacks when it comes to air travel. But here's one that actually might surprise you. Airplane trading cards. Well, some have actually been collecting them for years. Others are just now finding out about these cards from social media. The Delta trading cards are exclusive to the airline pilots and aim to help pilots inspire a passion for aviation and create loyalty with the airline. The Delta trading card started about 20 years ago, and the airline has created 6 collections so far. Each one features a different aircraft corresponding to the type of plane the pilot flies, as well as the fun facts about the aircraft. This one hit a bird in 1973. Card collections are redesigned every 5 years for a new and improved look. And in order to get a collector's trading card, all you got to do is ask the pilot.
Oh.
You only have to ask him once, not 3 times. Delta is not the only airline doing this. American Airlines and Frontier. Oh yeah, I want a Frontier trading card.
On a piece of cardboard.
Spirit Airline actually comes with a coupon too.
No, you got to pay for it.
You'll pay for it. Yeah, a la carte. Yeah.
$10 for the card.
So I never realized you could be able to do that. I'm not sure if it's, I guess for kids, it's something neat to do.
Yeah, now Delta, correct me if I'm wrong, is the latest airline to get rid of ladies and gentlemen at the gate.
Oh, that's
correct?
true, yes. But they have the card.
Here's my thing. Focus on safe air travel. Get me from A to B. I don't care what you announce in the gate area. Ladies and gentlemen is fine by me. But the fact that you're focused on this crazy language, when you have doors flying off, is an issue. Yes.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah. Okay, Drew Binsky from Arizona has traveled to every country in the world since he began checking places off his list in 2012. He's enjoyed visiting Africa and driving around Cuba, but one country stood out to him as his favorite. The world traveler deemed the Philippines as the best country to visit. He said in his opinion, it's beautiful, safe, and full of nice people, adding that it's like everything you could want in one country. While Binsky's experiences inspired him to document his life, another world traveler was inspired to create his own country. DJ Randy Williams created Slow Jamistan. After he toured 193 countries, the Slow Jam DJ decided to add one more to the list, so he made Slow Jamistan his 194th.
Okay.
The micronation sits on an 11-acre plot of desert located just off the Southern California Route 78. It was declared a sovereign nation in 2021, but lacks any legal authority.
That's interesting.
Slow Jamistan.
Never heard of Slow Jamistan, but I never actually heard of that in the United States. I knew Texas is always wanting to secede, but if it's got its own sovereign nation, that's very interesting.
North Korea is going to start letting outside nations travel there again. So if you fall for that bet.
Well, yeah. If you're ready to go to North Korea and you're not Dennis Rodman, then
good luck.
Something's not looking good for your life there. It's interesting how difficult you think in this day and age it is to see every country in the world and how hard it is. Especially with there's some countries where Americans are not allowed to go to and they won't let you be able to do that sort of thing. But in this whole world that we still can do it, via our phones, our computers, and that sort of thing. It's neat to see that.
The problem with Americans is we go to places and break stuff. Like they start kicking us out because we start breaking things.
We're not the best ambassadors.
We can be a bit loud and obnoxious. Yes, this is true.
They still love us.
I saw that overseas.
But the money spends just the same.
America is the world's drunk uncle. We all love him.
Yes.
He says some really fun things. Does something cool every once in a while, but you're like, you
can call him for some money every once in a while.
Right.
But you keep your distance away.
3-day stay and we're good.
Keep that in mind. More Flash coming up right after this quick break. Stick around.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. Trending stories right now. When planning a trip, you can't guarantee your flight won't be delayed, your bag won't disappear, or you won't have a nightmare neighbor next to you, but you can try and make the best of it by choosing an airline you trust. Qatar Airways consistently places high on a number of global airline rankings. Now, after surrendering the top prize to Air New Zealand back in 2023, it has once again been named the world's best airline. The annual Airline Excellence Awards rate carriers using 12 criteria that include safety, the age of the fleet, serious incidents, innovation, plane design, and passenger reviews. Qatar Airways was number one in many of those key areas, and the passenger reviews scored the airline ahead of all the others for consistency and service. I think that is the key when it comes to consumers lately, consistency. If I go to your airline, if I go to your restaurant, if I go to your grocery store, is it consistent?
And you talk about airlines too. You think about, because your flights, you're going to be on different planes every single time. You're not going to do that. I think a lot of it too, and we were discussing, just even as the flight attendants show, they're dressed nice and classy. I think that kind of sets the stage somewhat.
It makes a difference.
I think it really does. And like if I see somebody, like I'm like, all right, I need to, this is a classy place. I'm going to act classy.
It might be on a better behavior.
Better behavior. I think it has something to do with it. But in an age where too, customer service and satisfaction, it seems like sometimes airlines like, well, we'll get you there. Don't you worry. We'll determine if you're going to get there. And you're just left alone in a city sometimes because flights are canceled and so on and so forth.
I think you get what you pay for sometimes.
That's another good point. Exactly. Gen Z at it again, bringing back a dead millennial trend. The younger generation is gravitating towards golden goose shoes that are designed to look all scuffed up and dirty.
Okay.
Fashion retailer Coggles explained that the signature pre-scuffed style has been done to demonstrate an attitude of I don't care rather than just looking sloppy. While the dirty looking shoes had their moment with millennials, they're starting to gain traction with Gen Z. Last summer, took off this year. Golden Goose shoes, get this, they start off at $565.
Oh, come on.
Could reach up to $2,300. Most parents, no, they're not thrilled when they find out that their kids are spending this much money on dirty looking sneakers. And I think even Nike just came out with one that it looks like you stepped in mud. Like it's literally painted on the bottom of it and all scuffed up and looks like an old school bus, like a dirty, rusted school bus, and they're selling them like crazy.
Of course they are.
It is something different, and to me, I kind of like that trim, but I'm not paying $500 for shoes.
Well, that's my next question. I get that you can save your money and buy whatever you want. I think that's great. I encourage that. But what millennial, what Gen Zer has $600 to drop on a pair of Golden Goose shoes?
You're right, and that's a lot. Yeah, the Golden Goose is.
Where are you getting $2,300 to buy a pair of those shoes?
And also we're seeing a lot where they're not buying homes either. There's everything's kind of temporary.
Yeah.
So it's called a trend for a reason. So maybe this will go away.
This is true. A man's attempt to get the name of a popular soda brand tattooed on his arm backfired after it spelled a word with far less sugar involved. According to a Reddit post, the unnamed body art recipient wanted the word Sprite tattooed on his arm, only for the artist to accidentally ink Spite on an illustration of a soda can. I love my Sprite can, he says, whose catastrophe had forum users in hysterics. The original poster also encouraged readers to share other garbage tats they love, prompting a flurry of responses.
No regrets is what I always think of. Remember
regrets.
that? To me, though, that's almost ironic. Somewhat. It seems like it's cooler that it says spite on it.
Then it says
otherwise,
Sprite, yeah.
didn't look all that great of a tattoo. But we keep talking about tattoos, and they're not cheap. Number one. But
No.
If you love Sprite that much.
Yeah, and he apparently he signed off on the design, so I don't know whether there was a misfire between the design and the guy just forgot about it when gal was doing it, or if it was truly on him.
I think he wanted it to say spite, and then like, I'm not going to admit it.
Oh God, look at my tattoo! What a mistake. Okay.
All right, it's the latest workaround. So move over quiet quitting. Millennials have devised a new way of playing hooky at the workplace, and it's called quiet vacationing. 30-something office workers are taking time off under the pretense that they plan working remotely. And according to a recent Harris poll, millennial workers said that they took time off without informing their bosses. And according to research, nearly half of the surveyed responses, including 61% of millennials and 58% of Gen Zers, say that they actually felt anxious about asking for personal time off. I can understand that. I don't think it would ever go over because you really did not go on a vacation unless you take 10,000 pictures and show everybody how great your life is while you're on vacation, too.
And we've all worked with those people who've called out sick only to post the fact that they're on a plane headed to Europe somewhere.
Absolutely.
The vacation blues.
You can't anymore.
It started early.
I'm up in the air with like, okay, I get it. If you can effectively do your job on a computer.
Sure.
But the thing is, when you're on a vacation, you're not given 100%. No. And I think that's what it comes down to. Bosses need to learn more about objective management, which is, all right, this is the project. This is when and what needs to be done. And these are some of the variables that I need you to stay within. Otherwise, go at it. And it allows a lot of freedom for the employee or whoever to be able to accomplish those goals.
Yeah. And I'm guessing that these employees have the freedom to work from home, so they don't necessarily have to report to a boss, because I'd find it hard just to disappear for 3 weeks and do your job from home when you're, out touring Europe and, Italy and whatnot. And also, can we get the job done in less time? 4 to 6 hours? I feel like there's this mandatory 8-hour workday, which seems completely
archaic.
Thank you. Yes.
I agree with you. And again, it goes back to that. Look, this is what I need done, and these are the variables that I want. And I think you're going to have a happier employee as well. And in return, the employer will feel better about it. Just as so long as you can't feel jealous for somebody to do it. It's like I figured out how to do my job this way effectively. Right. So I'll be about being effective, I guess. Right. And we'll be most effectively when we come out. Matt's going to give us the "Is It True" about mosquitoes.
Ooh.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. I am Matt Doolittle, and welcome to Is It True This Week. Now, I'm going to start out by asking you guys, so there's a rumor out there, is it true there are no mosquitoes at Walt Disney World? There's been a long-standing rumor that the Walt Disney Company somehow can control the mosquito population. Many headlines were circulated in the early 2020s, such as, why are there no mosquitoes at Walt Disney World? Another person said that mosquitoes are banned from Disney. You won't see any while you're there. So, wait, hang on, guys. I got an expert on this, too. I got an expert I'm calling in on this. Hang on just a second, because this person used to take me there all the time. Okay. So let me make sure.
All right. Okay. So Matt is getting an expert on the line here, and we're finding it.
Hey, Mom.
Mom.
Yeah. Hey, you're on the show. So you used to take me to Disney like all the time, right?
Yeah.
There's a rumor out there that there's no mosquitoes there. What do you say?
I beg to differ. I've got the bites. And I can prove it.
All right.
All right. So you say it's true they have mosquitoes out there.
Oh, they have more than they need.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Mom. Call you later. Love you. Bye.
All right. All right, so
But-
Mama
but-
Doolittle says no.
So overall, what do you guys think?
I say they do something to control it.
I'm
I think
with
there's
you
some
on
kind
that
of
one.
speaker, because I've heard of like a noise that emits. I've heard that rumor, and they have them for backyard. So I say, yeah, they do
Yes,
something. to
I'm
control
with
it.
Mitch on this one.
So overall, it is false. There are mosquitoes at Disney, but they do use a mix of pesticides and natural ways to get rid of them, such as you'll see bat houses all over the park area, and they try to get rid of the standing water as quick as they can. They have over 86 miles of canals, service roads, fire break areas, power lines, all that stuff that they have to take care of.
Okay.
That is a good point. It seems like they should develop a character, though, that is a mosquito.
Mosquito
and
that-
then they can go,
Had a-
Look, there's little Timmy. I can't kill him.
So it is false, but they
False.
do control their pests out there.
All right, so
and
yes and no.
one more, is it true? So Will Smith has had an interesting roller coaster of a career and personal life lately.
Yes.
But are the rumors that he will be playing the beloved Mrs. Doubtfire, which of course was made famous by the late great Robin Williams. Don't forget, he also replaced him in the Aladdin reboot.
oh, that's right.
So what do you guys think?
Well,
Is it
I
true
say
or false?
just based off that, I can't, especially with what's been going on. I say no. There's no way that he's going to take that's iconic role.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Robin Williams added so much to it. I can't see anybody taking it.
Yeah, I'm going to say thumbs
False.
down on that
Thumbs
one.
down. Yeah.
That is indeed false.
Okay.
Mrs. Doubtfire is safe for now.
Now.
For now.
For now.
You know, and speaking of Aladdin, wasn't there a big thing with Robin Williams that he made up so much of his lines that they had to go back and kind of make him a writer, contributing to that. So.
And isn't he the one that actually kind of was able to foretell AI, and he's got a specific stipulation that his likeness and voice cannot be
Look at
used in
that.
future projects?
Good for him.
The only thing they were allowed to use it on was the 100-year Disney special, where they got special approval from his family to use a direct quote voice from one clip of that scene.
Interesting. Well, see, Matt knows all about
Yeah,
the Disney. Anything Disney he knows about.
He's our
that.
expert.
All right. And work on the mosquito.
I'll get on that.
I think, because
yeah.
that could be,
Your mom
make a
was
lot of money.
fantastic, by the way.
Don't prep the
She
ego
needs
on.
to be she might need to be a contributor here on the show.
We don't
All
have
of our is it trues.
we don't have a dump button, so it's going to be.
All right. Thank you there, Maddie. Check this out. A 90-year-old holder of the Guinness World Record for the oldest truck driver said the word retire not in his vocabulary. His name's Doyle Archer, and he's worked for a company for 20 years. He's certified as the world's oldest truck driver at the age of 90 years old. Archer has been driving trucks for more than 60 years, racking up approximately 5.5 million miles behind the wheel. Archer has told the Guinness World Records that as long as he has good health and it holds up, he's going to keep on driving. The great-grandfather of 26 said he's going to have to haul in a semi-truck, taking them all across the country, and actually sorts all kinds of different cargo as well. And have at it, man. I love hearing that. And you know, that might be what keeps him active, is just the cognitive of driving. But I know that's such a big thing when you get older, but giving up that license.
A lot of people talk about how retirement isn't all it's cracked up to be, because all of a sudden you've gone from working a job your entire life and filling your days with going to work and working with other people to nothing.
Right.
And there's a mental thing that plays with it.
I
that
think
a lot
what
of
we need to
folks-
do is exactly what you said,
Yeah.
is that, okay, you got the money to take care of, but what are you going to do with that money during that time besides sit at
Yes.
home and watch TV all day? That's
Right.
where a lot of it goes away, all
Yeah.
that cognitive use.
And I think that, you know, there's only so much golf you can play in a day. There's only so many, mahjong groups
True.
you can join. So I think having a place to go and having a purpose outside of enjoying your free time is essential, you know, as you grow older.
Complaining, though, still very active. You're allowed to do that as much as you
Yes,
want.
especially about your lawn.
Your line.
That is a priority.
You've worked all of this to be able to complain. So just be happy about that too. I'm certain this guy is really happy because he's doing what he loves to do and gets to see the world.
Yeah.
5.5 million miles. That is nothing just to, put the brakes on.
What do you think his CB handle is?
Ooh, good call.
Yeah.
I would say old timer. I'd say old timer.
I
You
would
got
like
the
that.
old timer.
Old
Come
timer.
on. Tell you what, good buddy, you stick around. We'll have more Daily Flash.
Stick around, everybody. We'll have more.
10-4, good buddy.
You shake the trees, we'll rake the leaves, good buddy.
Oh, I like it. We're back right after this.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, and we're thanking you for joining us, actually, here on Daily Flash. We love having you along here. We love hearing from you, too. Our website's always up and running at dailyflashshow.com. Going to make you a little bit more successful at work by these simple, easy things to do. There's a study out about how to interact with other people, especially if you're the boss. And there are smart things that you could say while you're at work that actually show that you are listening instead of just saying, yeah, I got it, okay, or just write back an email or whatever.
These are smart things.
These are just simple quotes that you could say. First off, if you are talking to someone, you just say, you know what, I hear what you're saying. This says, okay, you're telling the person I'm listening to what you're saying to.
What was that again? I'm sorry.
Huh? It's not important. I'm excited about this. And they're saying that using instead of... Well, you got to, and then I'm not saying you have to be, you just got to say it in order to sound smart. Because when you say excited about this, that means you've done some research. And let's say you give me an idea and I come back, hey, I'm excited about you doing this.
Sorry.
These are all going to come up on our next conference call for the show next week, right? We're all just going to sit there and do these to you.
This is what you say on our show a lot of times, but you should say it at work. Here's what's new with yada yada. Like if somebody says, hey, where are we at with this?
I'm really excited about
Are you really? You should be. And then finally, you say, thank you for, and you actually say what it is. So let's say, hey, thank you, Jackson, for doing that. Instead of saying, hey, thanks, appreciate that. Thank you for getting excited. Anyway,
I'm really excited about this.
You guys, let me tell you why. This is why you guys suck at work, because you're not taking this great advice from these guys.
I'm so excited about it.
I can tell you've peed your pants.
Oh, that's normal.
Oh, that is true.
I hear what you're saying.
I hear what you're saying. Well, thank you for listening for that.
Oh, my goodness. Sorry.
Don't get too excited.
Those were great tips, Mitch.
Use them whatever
I heard what you were saying.
I don't think you did, actually, but I'm fine with
I heard part of it. I'll be honest with you. Well, check out how one woman's big yes quickly turned into an oh no! Within seconds of becoming a fiance during a beautiful beachside proposal, butterfingered bride-to-be lost her brand new diamond ring to the sea. The fitness influencer known as Beast Barbie accepted her sweetheart's ring. Then seconds after saying yes, the pair ran into the ocean for a splashy celebration, as you guessed it, all caught on camera. However, the woman's heart nearly sank when the ring suddenly disappeared into the ocean. The story ends with her husband-to-be as the hero. He was able to reclaim the lost engagement ring from the sea.
Yeah, I'm still up in the air. I mean, you know how hard that would be to find that thing?
I thought the same thing too. I'm like, really?
I mean, even if it's nice, beautiful, clear water, I mean, to be able to look down and see it is one thing. But, you know, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
However, we are talking about it. And however, she is an influencer. And that's what bothers me. If you're an influencer, as much credibility as you want, I'm going to wonder why you're going into why I need to know that.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're at in this world. So I don't know if it's true or not, but hey, they're getting married, so God bless you. Have a Coke and a smile.
I went to one of those art installations downtown. Have a Coke and a smile. I hear you. I hear what you're saying.
I hear what you're saying.
I went to one of those art installations that they have, one of those big, shindigs they have downtown, and they had one of those big a pool of balls, the plastic balls that you could jump into, right? Well, we jump in there. I lose my sunglasses. I jump in and I forgot that I had them on my head, and they fell off, and I saw where they went. But I tell you what, I could never, an hour later, I'm still searching. And of course, the more you move the balls, the more your stuff moves. So luckily, a friend of mine who was helping with the event said, when they drain the pool ball, the pool of balls, I'll look for them. And sure enough, she found them.
They were
Thank God, they were a little scratched up, but I'm telling you what, it was nuts.
I was even freaked on our honeymoon because we got our wedding rings custom made by a family friend and everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, we're going to wear these fake ones when we're out in the ocean and stuff because she'll just wing it. She won't realize it's gone for an hour. So I'm always like fidgeting with it. So
I think that's a guy thing. Yeah. You need something to do. You're always messing around with your rings. I
can see that.
So. Interesting.
Well, I mean, if you're committing to somebody and you're spending that kind of money on the engagement ring, you want to make sure it stays on the finger, right?
I've never understood spending that much money if something you're going to walk around with all the time, then you're always going to take it off if you go in the ocean or going out to places.
That's the thing. Like, if you've got it on and you're active and doing stuff, are you wearing it 24/7?
She kept scratching me at night, so I make her take it off at night because she'd whack me in the face with it.
Probably because you were doing something stupid. We have more Flash coming up.
Hi guys, this week on the Scene with Doreen, I got to sit down with art rock pioneer Phil Manzara, the lead guitarist from Roxy Music. He has a new memoir out, and I'm really excited to dig in. Check it out.
That buzz, love is the drug I'm thinking of. Oh, can't you see? Love is the drug for me.
Congrats on the release of your new memoir, Revolution to Roxy. What a life you have led. No wonder you had to write it all down in a memoir.
Well, it's 52 years since I became a professional musician with Roxy. And trying to make sense of that, in doing that, I sort of thought, well, I better try and make sense of the rest of my life and my earlier life and my family. And, you know, that story started in 1492. So it went back a long way. And en route, we discovered lots of interesting, like mind-blowing things. And still am discovering things that aren't in the book. So it's an ongoing series of discoveries. But the thing that goes through the thread that goes through the whole thing is music. I started playing the guitar because my mother started having guitar lessons. In fact, on that guitar that's there,
Awesome.
that's from Cuba in the 1956, 57. And I was just an annoying little boy who wanted to touch the strings and pull the strings, like most kids of that age do. And she said, you know, in Spanish, no haga eso, hombre, ¿qué está haciendo? I have to teach you how to play acompañamiento, which is accompanying yourself so you can sing some songs. And of course, then she taught me how to sing these incredible Latin songs, which everybody knows still today. They're incredibly famous. But that's how I started with music.
Make it out alive. All right, all right.
Your guitar riff from the 1978 K-Scope landed in the 2011 Grammy-winning hit No Church in the Wild by Jay-Z, Kanye West on Rockefeller Records.
And when they first rang me, I said, I think you made a mistake. Yeah, because my name was always getting mixed up with Ray Manzarek. And my name's Phil Manzanera, not Ray Manzarek. They said, yeah, we know. I was in a car in Holland Park in Notting Hill. And they rang on the mobile, and they said, we got to tell you that next week this Jay-Z, Kanye West bring out this album. The lead track is No Church in the Wild. It's got your guitar on it. We can't send it to you because it's top secret. We'll play it on this little speaker on the phone. But I said, well, yeah, it does sound like me, but it's been slowed down, the riff.
Right.
So they said, well, yeah, great. So I said, well, thanks very much. And I put the phone down. So I rang up the publisher and I said, do you know anything about this? Oh, yes, we've been negotiating. You'll be happy. I said, really? I'll be happy? Yeah, you're getting more than that. Yeah, it's like a third or something. So I said, okay. Well, then it turned out to be, as you say, #1. It got a Grammy. All this has been used in lots of films and things.
Well, what is next on tap for you?
A box set is coming out on the 25th of October on Universal of my work outside of Roxy, you know, like 11 CDs with a book and all that kind of stuff. So that's the next thing that I'm starting to do promo for here in England and maybe in America too.
Manzanera.com for more information, to keep, to purchase, to just be part of what you're doing. And we thank you for the music you've given us for 52 years. And if you want to hear more of our great interview, you can visit right here. And for now, I'm Doreen Taylor with the Daily Flash each and every week. See you next time.
Hey, whether we believe it or not, we are now living in a digital world that poses serious challenges and a growing potential to become a victim of fraud. Joining us today is tech life expert Stephanie Humphrey, who's teaming up with Telesign to share information everyone should know about protecting our digital footprint and their new 2024 Trust Index survey. Welcome, Stephanie.
Thanks so much for having me.
So how does identity and fraud prevention work?
Well, Telesign's digital identity and fraud protection solutions are really that invisible shield that safeguards your digital world. So, for example, when you open a new bank account, the bank connects to all these digital identity data sources to help verify your information, make sure it's not a scammer pretending to be you. And when you log into your account, that 6-digit code or that push notification you get sets up that extra layer of security to safeguard your personal info. And before you even get that code, though, Telesign analyzes the potential risk signals to make sure that it's safe to send, and then it sends that information to your bank. So this is one of those things where you may not have heard of Telesign, but your favorite brands definitely know about them, and they trust them to keep your information safe.
Can you share some digital security tips for our viewers?
Sure. Make sure you turn on MFA. That's multi-factor authentication on any app or website where it's available. That's where you log in, you get the code, you got to put the code in. One of the best ways to keep yourself safe. Also, use antivirus software. Make sure it's up to date. Don't click on links from unfamiliar sources, and make sure you're not sharing your personal information via email. Most companies will tell you that they won't ask for sensitive info via email, so be careful with what you share.
Where can we go for more info?
For more info on everything I talked about, plus some extra tips to keep you safe online, head to telesign.com.
Thanks, Stephanie. We'll make sure we have this on our website at dailyflashshow.com. Hey, family travel continues to grow, and hotels are taking notice. They're designing their unique spaces that cater to their audience. Travel expert Janine Tornatori joins us from a property in the Caribbean that's leading the trend.
I'm coming to you today from the Grand Cayman Marriott Resort, a stunning oceanfront property that has just completed an extensive reimagination of its rooms and suites, all with families in mind. As part of a $20 million investment, this island resort now offers 16 cleverly designed junior suites and 4 family suites that reflect the experience and amenities that families are looking for when they vacation. With features like bunk beds, 65-inch smart TVs, charging stations, soaking tubs, and plenty of natural light with floor-to-ceiling windows, these new suites evoke a true summer house residential feel. I had the chance to talk with Hermes Coelho, the general manager here at the Grand Cayman Marriott Resort, about what makes these suites so unique and what families should be looking for in a resort experience.
These suites are very unique because they're not very common in a hotel. While they're staying in one room all together, everyone has their own spaces to spend time. The whole idea of the summer house experience is we want the guests to arrive at the hotel and feel at home. We wanted to ensure that we created a luxury environment for families, but also give them that beach house feel inside of the suites where they will feel that they are in the Caribbean as well. That's why we incorporated a lot of elements from the island, so when you close your curtains, you don't feel that you're anywhere in the world but here in the Cayman Islands. The most important thing when choosing a resort is to have the ability to do activities as a family and have a resort that provides you that content where there are activities not only just made for kids but also for the whole family, and so they can spend time together. And this is the perfect spot when it comes to that.
Good news for families that are looking to feel at home on vacation. Properties like the Grand Cayman Marriott Resort are making sure everyone's needs are met. And as a travel planner for a family of 5 myself, I can tell you this property is now definitely at the top of my list. For more family vacation inspiration or to book one of the suites here at the Grand Cayman Marriott Resort, visit marriott.com/GCMGC.
Hey, fall is right around the corner, and we are talking everything you need to know right now. Here with the scoop is Latina lifestyle expert Jeanette Kaplan.
Thanks so much for having me. Well, as you were mentioning, back to school season is in full swing, and families are trying to figure out the best ways to get everything they need within their budgets. So let the cost of prescription medications be one less thing to worry about by using BuzzRx. It's a free prescription discount card and app service, allowing you to find the most affordable prices for the medications your child needs stocked at home and in their school nurse's office. Now, when back to school shopping, most people are thinking of physical items. But in today's digital age, it's just as important to add cybersecurity to your list to ensure you and your kids are protected online. Today, I've partnered with Norton to share their top recommendations to keep students and parents cyber safe, starting with protecting the whole family with device security, privacy, and identity solutions. And you can find more information by going to norton.com. A good probiotic is also super important as we head into the school season. Floristore and Floristore Kids probiotics are your secret weapons this school year. Floristore and Floristore Kids dual action probiotics have the world's #1 selling probiotic to help support your little one's digestive and immune health. Floristore's special formula is gluten-free, vegetarian, and non-GMO. It's just a safe, easy-to-use choice for everyone, from young children to adults. And now a beauty must for this time of year because the peak of summer heat is upon us. So it's time to revamp your summer beauty essentials with products that not only make you look good, but protect your hair from humidity and UV rays. And Herbal Essences has you covered. It's no secret that all that summer heat in the air can cause frizz and flyaways. So incorporate the Herbal Essences Hemp Oil Frizz Control Collection into your summer beauty routine to help keep your hair nourished, frizz-free, and lusciously soft. And for those with color-treated hair, the sun's UV rays can actually cause color fading. So you'll want to reach for the Pure Grapeseed Color Nurture Shampoo and Conditioner to enjoy up to 4 more weeks of vibrant color. As nature's secret color keeper, Grapeseed's antioxidant power offers UV protection against color fading. And with each bottle containing the seeds of up to 86 grapes, your hair color will remain bright with a luscious and free-flowing finish.
Thanks, Janine. We'll make sure we have this on our website, dailyflashshow.com.
Hey, Mitchie.
Hey, Jackson.
Yeah, I want to talk about that big story coming out of Hollywood.
Hold on. Wait. I want to get Matt in on this call, all right? Hold on.
Hey, what's up, Mitch and Dias?
Matty!
Mitchie.
Mateus.
Mitch, my man.
Matty of Berkshire.
What's going on?
Hey, AJ wants us to talk about a big story that's happening.
This kid, the Kiki, says hi. He has his own Instagram.
That's great, Matt, but I really want to talk about this big story coming out of Hollywood.
Ooh, dog and cat, it's all
You should check it out. This kid, the Kiki.
I want to know what's going on.
What?
Oh, okay, so real quick. Why does he still have a dial-up modem?
Hey, I gotta get back to wrestling stuff.
It's on the music.
You know what? Maybe we should just try this later.
Okay, all right. Peace and love.
Daily Flash.
Where are you?
It's just better when you're part of the conversation. Join us online. This is Tim. Tim is all about time, and if you've ever had a chance to look into Tim's cold, dead eyes, you'll see that it's time for you to follow us on social media. Sure, there's 10,000 social sites out there, and we don't have the time to name them all. Seriously, just ask Tim. So take the time to look for Daily Flash TV on your favorite social sites, and start following us. That's all the time, Tim. Goodbye.
It's kind of freaky. That dude freaks us out.
A little
he
bit,
freaks us
yeah.
out just a little bit. Hey, welcome back to the big show. As we wrap up the show here, I got to say a big thank you and hello to our friends in Panama City, Florida, and especially at our affiliate WMBB TV there. Past month, I was able to do the weather from up there with Chris Marchand and Kelsey Peck and Jared Sellers, who was helping me out. He was he kind of showed me the weather computers and that sort of thing. It's all new. And so, you know, I've done weather prior to that. For a good 20 years. Mm-hmm. And the number one thing they teach you, the first thing, the day one when you walk in, it's your outfits. And just like every day, what you have on and what I have on, this is fine here. I totally forgot about it. I go into work, I go in to start doing the weather, and I realize I have a green tie on. I go,
You forgot.
I forgot. It didn't even cross my mind. And I'd been there like several days, and I go, I can't wear this. And I'm like, oh my, and the show's about to start. I'm freaking out. I was like, well, I can do it from the Weather Center. Anyway, Ethan, I called him the intrepid reporter. He's like, no, I got you, Mitch. And they went, he gave me a new tie and everything I was able to wear. But it was one of those rookie mistakes. I was like, these guys probably think I'm just an idiot. But it's just one of those things I didn't even think about.
And for viewers at home, most the meteorologists, the weather forecasters will stand in front of what looks like a green screen so that the maps can look like they're right behind them. So if you you are standing in front of the green screen, you can't wear anything green, otherwise it disappears.
So, and thank you for explaining that, because even I say green screen, everybody knows, I think everybody knows what it means. I even think like, just don't do that. And I felt like the biggest idiot. Anyway, everybody there at that station was completely just so professional. Again, WMBB and Panama City, we're on the show. Daily Flash is, of course, on Panama City CW there as well.
Some of the best beaches I've ever been to in the Panhandle of Florida.
WMBB TV, world's most beautiful beaches. That's what WMBB stands for. Isn't that great?
So true.
Yeah, it was so nice being there.
I bet it was.
So nice to have you along as well. Y'all take care. We'll see you. We'll look at you. Bye-bye.